Why don't you heal my fucking leg already, dude?
Here, just touch on my cock a little bit. It'll feel better, I promise. Touch on my cock.
Touch on my cock, eh?
2, 1.
Someone get some alcohol to David.
So,
oh no.
Other than Marvel and DC, there is a new comic book publisher that has started. And
it started.
Yeah, it started, and it's now taken off, and it's created this entirely new thing.
Bible Man.
Where Bible Man.
Oh, I love Bible Man.
It's just the Bible with pictures. Oh, shit.
This is actually kind of lit, dude.
Hey, I might actually read it.
Every kind of animal.
That would be so sick.
Like a Marvel and DC?
Well, it's a competitor.
Like a company that makes these types of things.
Whole new universe of characters.
Bible Man. We got Ezekiel. We got fucking.
A very well, at least like mainstream wise, like Wildstorm was one from back in the day, but this one's called Rippaverse.
Rippaverse
Makes
so
it
whack.
It does,
It
man.
actually kind of does. But what makes it unique is that they pride themselves on being the first non-woke comic universe.
What?
So what's the difference?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Is Marvel trying to be all like dudes making out all day to be progressive and
No,
shit?
but Marvel and DC have made lots of adjustments to make sure that their characters are not offensive to people.
So like Robin's not sucking off Batman no more.
Why they make Shang-Chi then? Shang-Chi is a Chinese dude that his superpower is fucking kung fu. It's fucked up.
Yeah,
That's
but
true. Look at that.
Guess they're not working that hard.
Did you guys? I mean, maybe we haven't all kept up with it, but did you know Superman is no longer considered like American?
Why? What the fuck is he? Russian?
He's an alien.
So the motto that it used to be when Superman was created was like truth, justice, and the American way. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like saying they took the American thing out.
That's why.
Because it's too like offensive to.
Yeah, I thought he was an alien though. Didn't he fall from the sky? And like,
That's what's Krypton or some shit.
Yeah, but like it's no longer associated with anything American per se. Yeah.
I mean, but it was made in America.
What about Captain America? They're gonna nerf him too.
He's not Captain America anymore. He's Captain Everybody.
He's Captain States.
So like here and there, like there's a bunch of adjustments that they've made for like certain characters, but the thing is this comic universe is not anti-woke. It's not that. It's just that they're refusing to bend anything for the sake
do what
of
they do.
like exactly.
So what are some of their characters?
Racist man.
just make racist ass characters.
Racist man.
Slash, yeah. How can that be almost like their
We're not. Well, it's an overcorrection and it's very offensive.
Their first racist character is Shang-Chi. They're just bring him. They're just gonna bring him over to the universe.
We're gonna break stereotypes by doing kung fu.
They don't have any characters that are specifically any different than like Marvel or DC. It's just like the same shit, but it's not gonna change.
So where did the that sentiment or that understanding that they won't bend to wokeness, like where does that come from officially speaking?
The author and the creator, his name's Eric July. He's black. He used to work at DC. And he didn't like that he dreamt of being this comic artist, worked his way all the way up, got there, and now he has to change. All these things are like shifting in ways that he's like, that's not the fucking comic universe. That's now. That's here in politics. So he doesn't want politics of the real world to mix into fictional universes.
Dude, if you're complaining about comic books and how they're not like just and socially accurate or whatever the fuck, you're a fucking loser.
I will
dude.
say,
You're a fucking nerd.
I will say this though, right? The only problem that I have with that is that if he is truly a comic book fan, he's saying that comic books shouldn't be a socio-political thing, then he's never read comic books before.
Right.
Comic books have always been about socio-political issues. Yeah. Captain America was during... Like,
It was propaganda.
It was war propaganda shit. It has always been like that. So if he is a comic book fan, then he should understand what this is about. Every comic book movie that we have seen and we fall in love with, Captain America, what is that shit about? It's about patriotism, right? It was during against America and Russia. All this other type of stuff here has always been in comic books since day one.
What about Wolverine, huh? And Storm?
Huh? It was about body hair, how it's disgusting.
What about how Jubilee was weak and Asian and her power was shooting fireworks?
Yeah, but
Firecrackers.
Go get that child. She actually didn't have any powers at all. She just had firecrackers in her sleeves and she just lit them before it happened.
Hold on, stay right there. Hold on, it's coming out.
Do his characters say our favorite words though, like retard and faggot?
Or like, I don't want trouble.
I don't know. I don't. She thinks I haven't read an issue of it, but the company's actually doing extremely well.
Oh, they probably use that for their script then.
Sales are like they reached 2 million in sales, and they just started.
What? I need to read this shit.
It kind of like pertains to a lot of people now because when you look at stuff in entertainment, everything is so
Pandering.
They're just pandering to everybody, right? Because they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Like, there can't be something that you push to the edge. Even if it's happening like that in comedy. You can't go that far because people are going to be offended.
But it's like, is that happening in Marvel right now? Where like they're like, I'm non-binary man. Ooh, and then they're like coming out.
It's Superman. The new Superman's bisexual, right?
It is kind of, well, that's not so much the way that I feel like it's manifesting in like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the way that people are kind of like about. I think it is more on like the people don't understand why like Sam is the new Captain America, even though he was already written like that in the comics, and they're kind of like, why don't we just have a regular Captain America? Why does it have to be this new black guy? But it's like, well, it was technically written like that, but this is there's many arcs that Captain America can go down. They're just choosing the ones that are most kind of like acceptable to like the societal climate nowadays.
There's been a bisexual Superman since day one. Like Stan Lee wrote that.
Not DC. That's DC.
Superman's bisexual?
The new one,
The son of Superman.
Because that's what I mean. Like the original comics that are written. I'm talking about those. They are changing those. Like if there's a new Superman comic that's written, if it's made in 2020, I don't even count that shit. That's just fucking
that's what it is. That character's
the issue that like maybe a lot of like comic book nerds feel is that they're fucking with their childhood, right? It's not so much like a socio-political thing for them. It's more like, I just remember this being what I saw as a kid. Don't fuck with this, right? So like maybe what Bart's saying, maybe the thing is like, oh, just make a new Superman. Like just leave by Superman alone, and then have your bisexual Superman
with a TH. Superman.
Just have the sexy one over here, right? Then leave mine alone.
That's Tyson.
I'm just giving that perspective. That might be it.
That's Tyson. Superman.
Super them. That's
also,
lit.
We also don't really read the comics. Like we see the movies that the comics are, that are based off the comics. So
because we're not fucking nerds,
right?
Because we get pussy.
I'm trying to get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure in the comics there's a lot of bigger differences that like comic fans can see that we don't.
Oh,
of course, like
it's the Harry Potter fans. I feel like everybody here
is.
We're fans. We're not fanatics.
No,
right? So we know like generally what the universe is about. We know like these characters, but
people did get upset about finding out like after the 7 Harry Potter books were already out and the story was done, and then J.K. Rowling being like, Dumbledore is gay. Like way later on. So then in prequels, like in Fantastic Beasts now, they play that part, but same thing, like all 7 books, the whole fucking universe, the story's already out, movies are like already more than half made. Some of the authors like, yeah, he actually is gay.
Were people mad about that because they thought it was unnecessary or because they don't like gay
I think it's just because it was just random.
Yeah. It seems like she did that as an afterthought, like, well, I want to fucking catch on this gay train, so let me throw that in there.
Gay train's popping,
yeah, it's gay train's going fucking, I don't want to miss the gay train, And then so she's like, you know what? We're LGBTQ friendly too. But
I think she also got a lot of heat for like trans like comments.
That's a different thing.
She gets a lot of heat for a lot of things.
When she said a woman is a woman, that thing? No, she was basically talking about how it's like it's a controversial thing about giving kids hormonal treatment for trans, and she was just talking about shit like that, and then like they're like, you're a fucking anti-trans bitch.
What does Ben Shapiro think about this, huh? That's what I want to hear, dude. Hey guys, so the woman's a woman and a woman's a woman. I fucking love that guy, dude. He keeps popping up on my fucking feed. I don't understand why. I keep saying, I'm not interested, I'm not interested, and he just pops up.
As you're commenting,
I know.
I'm interacting to say I'm not interested.
Oh, you're supposed to, you're not supposed to write comments.
You're not supposed to write.
How do I dislike this one?
I write it, I go, dislike. Dislike.
I'm unfollowing.
Just doing it wrong.
Is that Ben Shapiro and then the other guy, he was the one that went on Dr. Phil to have a debate with a trans person? Mark Walsh? Have you heard of him?
No.
They keep popping up on my feed.
What do you keep on looking up?
Yeah. I keep on looking at fat bitches with fat asses. I keep getting this shit. I'm like,
but you keep accidentally picking the trans fat bitches?
I'm like, yo, learn my algorithm, please. Like, we are. You keep.
This is it.
Oh shit.
He's having the same problem right now.
Hey, that's a different video. Bring it back. Hey, so if you guys were to construct a superhero that was not necessarily woke, but we would vibe with in today's world, what would that superhero?
Doesn't it feel like it would take more work to make sure the comic doesn't get woke than if it just naturally started feeling like it? Because you got to do more.
Yeah, like what happened to just having a good story?
Yeah.
Like, why does it have to have all these fucking issues?
Because you put out a good story and then somebody who's woke starts giving you shit and now you're fucking dealing with press in this other way because you're trying to put out fires about how you're actually not a terrible human being and like that's also
It almost feels more difficult to be non-woke because you have to make sure you don't seem woke.
What does that even mean?
That means those comic books about to be so racist and shit. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm down to read that.
They go the opposite way. They just go full prejudice and shit.
Well, the cool thing is it doesn't make it that much different than a person or like an entrepreneur seeing a space that nothing exists and goes, oh, if I just capitalize on this, it's good.
Or it's just another market. You know?
So this guy's like everybody's woke. Let me capitalize on this.
Is there a list of like other superheroes that he's created?
Ching Chong Man.
Oh, that's good. That's good. What's his superpower?
Huh? He chokes you out with noodles.
Yeah. The fastest delivery in the West.
His noodles come out here.
And I do it for cheaper than everybody else.
Shoots duck sauce.
He gives discounts to people that look like him only.
Just a special price.
Yeah, you're Chinese, I kill for free.
I like him.
That's good.
Ching Chong Man.